Brady, thanks. We're in the middle of National Small Business Week. We're joined here by local entrepreneur Ryan Levesque to talk about his path to success and most specifically his new book, Ask. Congratulations on it. Only been out a couple weeks, and you said the #1 best-selling business book in the country right now.
Yes, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here.
We're honored to have you to talk about your story. First of all, let's get into your story and what kind of led you to this point.
Absolutely. So I actually moved to Austin here about 7 years ago, and it's been an interesting journey. I came from a corporate background, and in 2008, my company almost went out of business. This is in the financial crisis, and decided that I need to do something about this, and decided to go into business for myself. And we went from living in Asia, of all places, and landed in Brownsville, Texas. And at one point, we were living on $500 a month. And we went from there to build a $5 million a year company, which is the story in the book. And we talk about the business blueprint that any other aspiring business owner can use to follow that same path to start and grow their business.
Yeah, that's probably what's resonating with so many people, Ryan, the idea that this is not unique necessarily. Anybody can do this if they go out and follow some of these certain steps. And now more so than ever, with so many businesses starting up online. Absolutely.
And the reason why the world needs to know about this, in my opinion, is because we've used this to enter 23 different markets. We've generated over $100 million in sales. And what's the best part, again, we started with $500 in the bank, which just goes to show that anybody, no matter where you're starting, can do this.
Okay. You outlined that in the book, but you do have some tips for us this morning. What are some of the things that people might want to think about as they're starting or in the middle of a business venture?
Absolutely. Well, one of the first things I see is a mistake that aspiring business owners, I think, tend to make, which is they start with a product in mind. The real secret is starting with a problem, trying to solve a problem. So, for example, one of the first markets that we went into, my wife and I, was teaching people how to make Scrabble tile jewelry. And the reason why we went into the market is because my wife was a jewelry maker, and she wanted to learn how to make the jewelry, and she struggled. And we found other people online struggling with the same problem. So we decided to teach people how to do that.
Okay. And you also get into, and we want to get to the other screen too, ask people questions, feedback early and often, I think is on the next screen, and then tweak until you find the answers. The idea behind that is you will, in this day and age, you will get feedback.
Absolutely.
And if you ignore that, that's at your peril.
Absolutely. So you want to ask people. So one of the key secrets is, so when you've identified this problem that you think you might want to solve, ask people, what's the single biggest challenge, struggle, or frustration you have with that particular problem? And here's the secret. If you get short, simple answers, chances are it's not something that they're willing to spend money to solve. But if you get long, detailed, passionate answers, that's a great indication that's a problem people want to solve.
So again, you got to meet those people where they are with some sort of service, product or service, like you said, and get that feedback. And don't be maybe intimidated by the feedback or upset by it. It's part of the process. It's an important part of the process.
Absolutely. I tell people you got to tweak to get the answers. And one of the things that is a big takeaway is it's not about getting it perfect. It's just about getting it going. In all the markets that we've entered, we've never gotten it right out of the gate. We've always had to tweak and adjust, and that's the key.
Okay. And once again, the book, Ask, is that where we can get more information on your Facebook page there?
Absolutely. You can find the book on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, bookstores around the country, and on that site.
All right, Ryan Levesque, Ask. Thank you so much for coming in. Good luck with it.
Thank you so much.
Appreciate it. We're going to be right back.